All right, everybody, welcome back. So in the last episode, we got a ton done with the waterfall, and then of course all of these support pillars and plating off that entire section. So today's episode, we're jumping right back into it with the back wall here with all these supports. I want to get all of these smaller supports done and then figure out if I have enough brick to just fill in the rest with a bunch of colored brick. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so I've counted everything out. As you can see, those 2x4s are where we still need supports for the rest of the mock, and then the rest will be unsupported. So you can't tell by this, but there is still a lot of gaps, but they're all going to be unsupported plates except for this area here, but I'm leaving that open for me to build the mountain around it. But like, you know, there's going to be cracks in here and around here. That's just going to be like overlapping unsupported plate. I think that'll be a lot easier than trying to like build supports under it. It's kind of what we did, you know, right here where this is all unsupported. There's some areas in here as well, but overall that's pretty good. So we're going to start building supports. I'm going to finish the rest of them off camera. I just wanted to show you guys kind of where they are and how they are, but then I'll bring you guys back for plating everything off. I'm not going to plate everything. I'm going to leave most of the back section open just because, well, one, we have the wrong color plate got ordered. So we have this ugly line now, but that's fine. So we're going to see if I can get, you know, the dark gray on the back or something else. And it doesn't need to be plated right now just because I don't have the back pieces to structure it. And I don't have the top pieces to make it look good. So we're just gonna be working on supports off camera, and then I'll bring you guys back for the next project. So here we go. All right guys, so we're at a stopping point in the plating off process. It is looking insane right now. So the problem is I don't have these pieces, so I can't really plate off the back here. That's fine. But I was able to fill in this gap, and then we still need to fill in this gap, but that's gonna be really easy to do. And I still need to lay the foundation for the mountain. So before we go on with anything else in this episode, I do want to say that the next episode will be building this section of the mountain as well as the section over there. But for the rest of this episode, we're going to fill this gap, and then I have a special plan for just a tiny section back here. We'll see if it works, so we're going to spend the rest of the video trying to figure that out. But without further ado, let's finish up this section. Alright guys, so that's about as far as we're gonna go for plating. I would like to finish the whole thing, but we just don't have the pieces. What I'm missing is these back pieces just to kind of, you know, fill in this back area so we can get, you know, this all laid down. But for now, I mean, this is a ton done. It looks way different than, you know, the start of this episode, and you know, this area is done as well. So in the very end of the time lapse you saw, you know, I finished off the river a little bit, and now we're just going to make it curve this way, but we have to stop here because we can't go any further. I left this one off because I want a little extra room to just work on this mountains. Once this mountain's done, I'm going to immediately put that one back in. So all of this will be done when that mountain's done next episode, but we're kind of running out of time. This episode is going to be a little longer than normal, but that's okay. So the next part that we're going to work on is just like a little thing I've been trying to just think of for now, and it's just going to be like a tiny little base right here that's separate from the main base, and I think it'll just be like a little cool addition. So let's get started with that. All right, guys, so this is what I've been working on. I decided not to time lapse it. Now this is a track for a door, and then this is the door I came up with. Very simple, has this little kind of dial thing to turn. Now I'm going to be building a listening post, kind of like a radar station, if you will, on this mountain, and I wanted a way to look inside of it without it just being open like everything else is in the mock. So I decided to build this door. So it's just gonna open up. There's gonna be like a little area here and here, and it's just gonna be in the dead center of this mountain. So right here and right here, and then it'll come up, and I think it'll look really cool. If it doesn't work out, I'll just fill in the mountain, but I don't actually have any pieces to go further with this, so I just built the door. And then just to see what it looked like, I think it looks great. And then of course we still need to build the mountain, which will take quite a while. And then of course I need a ton more pieces for everything else in this build, which is like the back wall to fence everything in over here, and then I'll need more for this area. So there's still a lot to be done, but we got a ton done in this episode. You know, we tiled off all of this and all sorts of other stuff. So I want to just thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where we finish building the mountain over there and maybe even start on this mountain. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.